Welcome to today's video, and before we get started, I just want to say massive thank you to each and every one of you who is jumping on the Halloween sale that I'm doing on SAMMIT.net. Get yourself some legit merch. We still got some SR20 shirts, the manga shirts and stuff like that in certain sizes, and the summer series and the KTR shirts and stuff. So go check out all the merch, SAMMIT.net, all 20% off right now until the end of this month. Until Halloween finishes, we have everything 20% off. Coupon code is down in the description and should be the first comment in the comment section. It's just clear. Just type in the word clear and yeah, you get 20% off. So enjoy. Anyways, that aside, working on this thing. I'm sick of seeing this thing on 4 jack stands. I am just gonna grind for the next 2 days and get this thing on the ground. The biggest thing that I've been waiting for is stuff like all my bushes to arrive. So I got a whole bunch of new bushes from GK Tech so that I can re-bush everything on the knuckles from the Skyline. But I need to disassemble these. I want to clean them and then I'm going to paint them. I was going to get them powder coated, but I just don't think there's a point. So I can get them looking pretty good with some paint for now. One thing I'm concerned about is I do have the brake lines, the handbrake lines that came with the knuckles, but I'm just concerned if I needed to get the other like line that connects in there or something. So that's the only thing I'm worried about, is if I messed up and needed to get one extra piece or something for these knuckles to work, because on the S chassis it's a little bit different. But for the most part, we should be fine. So, but anyways, first thing on my agenda is to get the new power steering rack and pump in. I've already got all the lines out. I actually did a bunch of work before, and I want to show you guys this. So this is what came out of my lines. You can see all the pieces of metal in there. Look at that. So my pump and rack just crapped itself. Look at all the metal there. And just filled everything with pieces of metal. I spent probably about 2 hours cleaning out the lines and this reservoir to get everything out of it. But I got the new rack here. I already got my fittings in here from Chase Bays, and I'm gonna put this back in the car with my GK Tech solid bushes, and then we'll get that in there. I've got all my measurements here from the old rack so I can get that centered with the spacer that goes on for the angle kit. We should be good. So I'm gonna get this done. I may need to lift the engine again, but yeah, I'm gonna put you guys on a time lapse. I'm gonna smash out the power steering stuff. Then I'm gonna get on to disassembling knuckles. Oh wait, I should try and run the power. I don't know, we'll figure out what we're doing next, but I think I wanna do the knuckles after that, because that's gonna be the next time consuming thing before, you know, that's gonna stop us from getting this on the ground. I can do the battery like lines and wiring stuff, and the car's on the ground, that's not a problem. So let's focus on that. I'm not sure where the time lapse finished because the camera overheated and shut off, but I have the rack up in here now, and I was a little bit confused and it took me a little bit of time to work out the orientation of the new solid mounts, but got it in and it went in pretty easy after that. So rack's in there, I've got everything centered right now. We're good to connect my tie rods up and power steering lines, but I just want to run you through a little bit about centering your rack. Because it is something that a lot of people make mistakes on. So when you add a spacer to your rack, so you normally put a big spacer up at this end, like a nice big chunky boy, and then a little tiny like washer on this side, right? The easiest way to explain it is if we have a look on my tie rod end here, that's a little spacer there. That little guy there, it's stuck on there right now because there's Loctite on there. But it will come off if I pull on it. But yeah, that little washer there is a spacer. So we have this little washer on this side, and on the other side, we have a big chunky boy, right? And when you add those on, what you have to do is recenter your rack. Now, the easiest thing to do is disconnect your steering column here, And what you want to do is measure both sides, making sure that you measure from the inside of this boss here, flush up against there, a little small tape measure against there, or you can use like vernier calipers or something, from there to there, and you just want to rotate it so both sides are equal. Don't go from this outer edge on this side. It's important you go from the inside edge on this side, and on the other side here, you go from the outside edge. And as long as those sides are both even, then you are good in the neighborhood and your rack is centered. And you'll see here that that's where the OEM centering is, with this marking here on the plastic and the casting, but this is where it is centered when I have my spacers on there. So I hope that clarifies a few things. I've seen a lot of people just throw on spacers and not know that they had to center their rack, and then they can turn more to the left than to the right. So just make sure you guys do that. It's really simple to do, and there's a lot of guides online on how to do it. But for the most part, I'm gonna finish this up, connect all the lines and everything up, and then we'll get on to the next task. One other really important thing to do is make sure you get that red Loctite on your tie rod ends. Well, tie rod, sorry. Keep getting that mixed up. Tie rod ends. And take your time threading this bad boy in. You don't want to cross thread it. It's pretty hard to, because it's like high tensile steel, but believe it or not, I have heard of people doing it. Just take your time. I think we got it. Yeah, we're good. Nice. And now I'm gonna go through and get that tight. And this is the spacer that I was talking about. See how this is a huge chunky spacer that actually screws onto the tie rod on this side? Because the other side was just a washer. And that's why you have to re-center the rack. And it's super important. And don't just crank on these two without having another shifter on here. So once you get to the part where they're nice and tight and you need to really crank on them, you need two shifters or adjustable wrenches to, one, hold the rack, stop the rack from damaging or twisting internally, and the other to tighten the tie rod. It's been a fair while since I last picked up the camera, but the entire power steering system is now back together and all in its final resting place. With the reservoir here now, I've already filled it up with fluid. Obviously, we're gonna have to keep topping it up as we bleed the system when the car starts again. But got that new pump switched out on there as well. All the lines done, shortened, and everything the way it should be. That is how it's gonna look. You're hardly gonna see any of these lines though, because that nice intake pipe's gonna be on top of that. So I really like that a lot. That compressor, it still blows me away how quiet that thing is, despite it being such a big unit. So the next thing I want to work on are the hubs, the Skyline hubs. These came off a 33 Midnight Purple GTST Skyline that we stripped out, actually at Yokota Air Base here in Japan. A guy bought the car just to pull the engine out of. He wanted the engine for his Laurel. And in the end, he then said that I could take whatever I wanted off the chassis. So I pretty much stripped that thing bare and took everything, because I knew one day I was going to need these, and they sat in my backyard at home for a while. That's why they're kind of a bit rusty. But I'm going to go and strip these down now. I think it's going to be a bit interesting trying to get the axles out, but hopefully they're not seized in there too bad, and it should be fine. I'll set you guys up on a time lapse and get this started, but I'm excited. Skyline hubs on this. This is exactly what it needed. I also checked. I do have everything that I need. All I needed was up until this point with the Skyline. So this goes into the Silvia one, no problem. Anyways, I'm gonna pull these apart. Let's go. So as you just would have seen, I got all the hubs disassembled, and they're at the point now where I started trying to press out some of the bushes. I'd like to get those out so that I can clean them up, but yeah, that's my bush press. So I'm kind of regretting life right now and wish that I had a proper press. I may just quickly take these knuckles to my friend's shop, Rusei or something, and use his press to push them out. But we'll see. I'm pretty sure that the hardest ones are these ones there with the ball joint in there for the hikers. Nissan's worst invention ever was the stupid hikers. Those ball joints clap out all the time. They're the hardest to get out. The other two come out really easy. They just come out. Anyways, it's really late. I've gotten to the point now where I'm just getting frustrated at everything, and I think it's just a good time for me to call it quits here and head home. But massive progress today. Power steering stuff all sorted out and started getting all these knuckles ready. So it is now the next day. I spent a bunch of time sleeping in and kind of just taking a bit of time off, but I wanted to come to Daikoku PA because this weekend is Halloween, and normally some people come here, like it is always packed. Some people also come in costume and stuff like that. I'm not sure if it's gonna be much like that just because of, you know, the pandemic kind of winding down still, but it is definitely packed if you can see there. It's pretty awesome. So we're gonna walk around, check out some cool cars and see what's here. Right off the bat, Hokoska. What is this one? Like a TA Celica, S15. So many cool cars here today. 34s. Dude, I'm pretty sure that's the MCR GTT. There's a bunch of really cool cars here. Also, I have been reading the comments. A lot of you guys have been saying that my camera's been a lot shaky. I haven't changed, but I did drop my camera a few times. So I'm a little bit, I've got a new lens coming because I think I broke the stabilizer inside the lens. So hopefully that fixes things. Probably from the next video, you'll see it kind of fix itself. FD, S13, bricks, loving that. Oh, we got some white, they're all white platers. Nice. Gunmetal gray NSX. Ooh, white NSX in between the new NSX. Dude, that red looks insane. That's like that Mazda red, that new Mazda red, the metallic one. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen the new NSX in that color. That's sick. Let's have a look what else we got here. Dude, this place is packed. Love me a good JZX90. Not bad. Whew. Damn. Look at this thing. That's super cool. Beautiful FD. FC as well. S15. Mustangs, guys, like American cars are starting to take over. It's freaking me out. SW20, probably the most underrated like rear-wheel drive car here. Like, look. American cars coming everywhere, and wait till we get up at this end. Another SW20, damn, okay. 34 four-door, all right. Yo, fair few TAs out here today. That's cool. One of my favorite old classic cars, definitely the TA Celica. Okay, Chasers here. Yo, I got a feeling there might be some Streeto happening tonight. Hachirokus, it's always good. He's got Tsuchiya's signature on the pop-up light. Huh. Not bad. So up at this end, there's a fair few new Corvettes here. We got a yellow one up there. Then we got a red one. And then parked next to the K-van is a silver one. Seriously, American cars is legit taking over here. I guess literally everyone is just selling their Japanese car, making bank because of stonks, and then just buying cool American cars. I ain't complaining, but still, it's interesting. 2 NAs and an NB and then an ND up at the end there. Some nice Roadster Miata line up there. Not too bad. Let's see what else we can find. Man, dude, tonight is pumping. I know today's video has been kind of all over the place and we've just been working on the S15. There's no like big conclusion or like super hype thing, but just consider this like a filler episode. Like your favorite anime just all of a sudden threw in a beach episode without the fan service. Well, I mean the S15, that's counted fan service, right? You know what I mean? Just consider it like that. Like your favorite anime show is just right now in a filler arc, waiting for the next epic big thing to come. All right, so that's clean, that Chaser. Oh, I want a street one so bad. This one's got Swarovski crystals. However you pronounce it, I butchered that. All on the grill. It kind of looks cool on camera. In person, not so much. I still dig this. I want a street Chaser so bad. Beat. Look, NA's rolling in. Look at this gold thing. Chris would look sick rolling in that. I miss my boy Chris. We need to hang out soon. Speaking of Chris, EK Civic, not bad. Yo, another chaser, another clean chaser. I need one for streeting. Yo, EK9, some livery, okay. It's kind of cool. Oh, that's sick. Need a hot boy Civic real bad. Z32, Mark II, and then another clean chaser. Guys, this is killing me. Something about these bumpers that take the stock fog lights that I love too. I love when the lights are on and the fog lights are yellow. The wheels, you know, I'd change the wheels up on this. But this would be perfect. Oh, it's a sunroof model too. Oh, the ultimate street chaser. Oh, it's got the zinky tails. This is me in a heartbeat. I want this for a street car for sure. Just need to like leave a card there. I'll buy your car right now. It's pearl white too. Oh, it's beautiful. This would be perfect, except I'd need it a little bit higher off the ground. I'm not a big stance guy or super slam low guy. I want it to be practical. Speaking. Okay. What is going on? Daikoku PA has changed. It's no longer, it's getting overrun by American car scene stuff. Oh, I ain't complaining though. Yo, it's the new BRZ. Front end looks so weird on these things. It's not as bad in person actually. I don't know, we'll have to see what aero kits come out for those. Daikoku really never gets old. Like I could come here every single like weekend and still find something that would inspire me to build something sick or cool, or see some kind of aero or something that I've never thought of that would look good before. You know what I mean? Like, you just get so much inspiration here from the car scene here in Japan and what they're doing. Even what they're doing to American cars. It's so cool to see like their own Japanese style being pushed onto American muscle or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just never gets old. Nice Z32 there. Over here we got a Integra, couple of them. That's cool. Did not expect to see one of those here. Oh man, another chaser. It's seriously a sign. Dude, that is so clean. Oh, it's killing me. This S15's cool. I ain't never seen headlights like this on an S15. Kind of looks like alien eyes. Looks cool. Look at that. It's trippy. Yo, the hot boy paint is fire though. I'll give him that. It's cool. And more JZX100 chassis. Oh, RX-8. These things are so cheap. It's the only cheap Japanese car at the moment. Maybe we should be buying those. Oh, nice 33 as well. Not bad. Let me know in the comment section, should I actually get an RX-8 just to thrash on? Like, can we do like absolutely no mods on that and make it driftable? Is that possible? I think the last person I saw someone trying to drift a stock RX-8 was like Tommy Effia and Adam, and they ended up rolling the thing. So, I mean, maybe we should get one, just keep it up at Ebisu, just have stupid fun with it, see if we can push that Renaissance engine to the limits. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Okay, maybe it's a sign. There's another white one right there. Anyways, guys, I think I'm going to end the video here for today. Once again, just a quick reminder, your favorite anime doing a filler arc, beach day or Christmas special, whatever you want to call it, but the SAMMIT show. You know what I'm saying? It's just think of it like that. Trust me, the fan service was already there. You saw it with the S15. That thing's beautiful. But yeah, thanks for watching. Smash that like button, write a comment, and subscribe. Go check out SAMMIT.net, grab yourself some merch. 20% off, use coupon code CLEAR until the 1st of November, the end of Halloween. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Jamata.